Hello and welcome to Creative Declutter. I really wasn't planning on doing a review on anything on my channel because all I'm about is doing really creative decluttering where you don't buy as much. But there are some times when we need things for projects, and I looked everywhere online for a review on Grafix plastic, the 0.10 versus the 0.020 Grafix plastic. Now, to my understanding, this has been around a long time. I think this one here, opaque, might be newer, but in general, it's been around for a long time, and I could not find a video showing the difference between the thickness. And I was trying to buy this for my circuit maker, and again, I couldn't find many people printing with this. So I wanted to do a quick review for you and explain to you why I was using this on my circuit maker, because what I was trying to do was make backings for my stamps and make them into charms, because that's my next project. And we'll talk a lot about that on my channel. And the reason I wanted a backing is because if you don't put a backing on your UV resin, especially these thin stamps, it will buckle. And if you have never worked with it, this is what it would look like. So I was looking for some kind of a backing for this. I thought, well, maybe I will just try it on polymer clay. And as you can see, that my project there failed. I'm not good at polymer clay. It was just not my thing. And I thought long term, this is not going to work. It also, I probably could make it much thinner, but you can see this is just, it's not me. And I also didn't really want to buy continuously, clay and have big storage bins of clay. That's just not me. So then I thought, well, what about if I use shrink wrap? Because I did see folks on YouTube making, printing this out and then using the UV resin, and I'll link all of this below so you have a copy. I wanted to then try it on here. However, the problem with this is it shrinks down. You can see here, size your design 50% larger. I couldn't and didn't feel like deciding, well, will it be really this size by the time it shrinks down? And also the fumes, I'm like, I wanted something maybe not in my oven smelling all of with the fumes, especially if I'm already using UV resin. Then I thought, well, maybe what if I use wood? But then I thought, I don't really want to have wood. It's not me. So then I moved on to this Grafix plastic. I asked AI. AI had a wonderful conversation with me, and they said that I should use Grafix. So now I want to show you the difference between these two. I'm sorry about my lighting. I am learning about making videos, and I was having problems with my lighting, so I kind of just gave up and started recording this. So here is the thinner version. I would say that this is almost like a 65, and I just thought I dropped my paper. Oh no, here it is. It is like the recollection kind of paper from Michael, 65 pounds, I think, or how you would call it. And you can see it's very similar. You can see it kind of is the same. It bends the same. It cuts really easy with my scissors, the Victorians, or any of these Frisker. And it also did a really good job when I just wanted to cut it. Now, it did have some bubbles in here, and it didn't really stay very firm. I am recording this actually on my DJI 3, which has a fixed camera. I think I can make it smaller. Let's bet I won't. I'll do that at the end. I think I can put it up here, but I don't have it on product mode. Sorry. But let's see if I can just push it down a bit, crop it a bit. And so you can kind of see the difference of this one. And then you can see the difference while I have it down here on this one. This is the thicker one, and we'll show that in a minute. And it's definitely a lot thicker, and with the UV resin, it really gives you a nice glassy finish. So you can see that these are here. So let me pull my camera a little bit further up again. And then I can show you the other two. And this is the other plastic, the thicker one, and it is definitely a lot thicker. It has a two-sided plastic to pull off. And I would say that this is definitely like a thick cardstock. If you imagine like 110, 110. It also, it does really nice job on the printouts. I had trouble finding the perfect cut for this, and I had to get the knife blade for this one, and I will leave the directions below, but the knife blade worked, and I had to use a thick cardboard version with about 24 cuts. The folks on Amazon and on what I was reading on YouTube, they were saying that I should use a wood cut, but what I found is, and maybe I'm very new to the circuit cutter, it really Cricut, so maybe I'm even saying it wrong. Circuit, I keep calling it circuit, but it's really a Cricut or Cricut. Sorry, folks. I had a hard time finding the right cut, so I will leave that below. I ended up using this knife with a hard cardstock with 24 cuts. So it had to cut it out 24 times, and I had a whole series of them laid out. It took about good 3 hours. Now I just recently bought the Circuit Maker 4. I'm new to the Circuit Maker, but I will leave the directions below. It does cut it out, and it did a really good job cutting it out, and I will leave the directions below. But here you can see are my fun cutouts, and they will work beautifully for this. And I just wanted you to see that they're the difference. And I'm wondering if I can just show you, even when I'm holding them like this, this is thick. This is a thick plastics, and this is really, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all of this paper now, because it's plastic and I don't generally work with alcohol inks, but maybe I'll make some stencils or something with this 25. This one is quite expensive. I got a set of 4, and that was about, I can't remember the price on this. I'm not going to quote it because it could change. I would definitely use one as a tester on your Cricut machine, because you want to test it out to make sure it has enough cuts on it. I kind of wasted one half a sheet just testing it, but it does cut. So here's just a quick review, and I will show it on my machine